Okay, so emerging technologies, lesson 2. Last lesson we looked at some different technologies. I got you in pairs to go and look at some 4G, Google glasses, mobile web devices, etc. So today we're going to focus in on how we're going to do this assignment and what kind of things we're going to tackle. Hopefully I'm going to give you some more ideas as well. Remember, there's example assignments available in AD6 all the time. Just ask. So, for example, I've got a few interesting articles that you're going to have to look at as well. You need to make this assignment exciting, make it look as though you've researched and found out some information about your different networking technologies. And remember, they've got to be current and emerging, things that are happening or that are undergoing trials. For example, the wireless tractor at Glastonbury. You can see here that I've got a picture and there's a link that you can go to. There's a tractor that goes around Glastonbury Festival. It's got a wireless antenna. It means that people can still use mobile devices and wireless. How fast is it? What's the range? Did people get on with it? Did it work? These are all things that you could look at. You could include this if you were looking at 4G or wireless emerging technologies. So go and have a look at the website if you need a bit more information, for example. The virtual choirs, which I know I've banged on about in the previous lessons, it's an emerging technology. It's using Skype and VoIP technologies over the internet. It's a fascinating thing. You may want to include it if you're talking about those kind of things. I got it from the TED Lectures website. Okay, the first quartet of low-latency broadband satellites, now in space. There's a video on YouTube that you can look at. I got this information from a technological news website called The Register, another useful site you may find some information on. This is a satellite that's now been put up into space for third world countries, poorer countries than us that need internet. So go and have a look at this website here to find out more, or there's the YouTube video that you can look at. You may want to include these links in your assignment. LTE Advanced 4G in South Korea. Did you know that there was this 4G, this advanced technology in South Korea? There's the website here that you can go and look at. It's another emerging technology that is current and in the news. The basics of the internet. This is an interesting article. This website here tells us what's happening, how things are advancing, what new internet technologies are there. So if you're looking at the internet as an emerging technology, because it is, Web 2, mobile developments, this could be an interesting one. You've got to go out there and find this. Okay, so BT are now inputting fibre optic broadband faster. How does it work? I found this article on computing.co.uk. Very useful website. You may want to go and have a look at that at some point. I really highly recommend computing. Okay? So, what kind of questions does this pose for you? You might want to think about how these things work. Are they effective? Obviously, you've got to think of the impact on society. Okay? What are people doing with these technologies? Are they working? Are there niggles? Are there things that aren't working? I want to know all these things. Okay, so I need to know how, what it is. You may want to know things like speed. Okay, compare it. If you're doing 4G technologies, what is it like compared to 3G, for example? All these questions need to be answered in your way. You find the research, you provide the evidence through those websites that you found, and tell me about them. Imagine I don't know anything. So, tackling the assignment, as I just said, you've got to answer those questions that you have. Do some research. Find out some websites, some books maybe, some magazines that have these amazing articles about these new technologies. Tell me where you got these things from. That is a key point. Okay? You need to source your findings. Tell me where you got your research from. What do you think? Your opinion. Okay, it is. And if you go on to higher education, you need to put your opinion in. It is vital. You're writing the assignment. You're telling me what you've learned. What do you think about it? And this is the key one, again, impact on society. This is the merit levels work. This is a C grade. Need detail in there. Okay, SlideShare. I'm going to introduce you to this website now. SlideShare.net is phenomenal. Here's the website. You go onto SlideShare.net, and as you can see here, this is the URL. All of these are different PowerPoints that people have uploaded. I did a simple search up here using the search bar for 4G, okay, and then I did one for wireless. Hundreds of PowerPoints with details, things like speeds, dates, when things happened, when things are planned to happen in the future. Remember, it's emerging technologies. Really good website. Take a look at it. Referencing. You've got to source all of your websites, books. You have to tell me where they're from. We can look at in later lessons the Harvard method of referencing, which we can do in Word. So every time you find a website, you can either use Word to reference your material, so saying who wrote it. You may have found a brilliant website or SlideShare, PowerPoint, or just a quote or a picture like this. If you want to use it, you have to tell me where you got it from, who wrote it, who decided on it. It's not your work. Neil's Toolbox is my next website to show you. It's a brilliant one. Go and have a look. You type in the website you got it from, or the book, or the magazine. It'll produce the reference for you. You put this at the end of your document. So, now it's over to you. You've got to go and write your assignment, find out all this wonderful information, bring it back to me, let me check it. Then I can tell you whether you're on the right lines. Remember, research, tell me what you think, detail for the merit, come and have a look at the examples.